All right. We are back. Live on tape. It's Sharon in person here with new girl Jess.
What's up?
Blockhead Blake.
That's right.
And King Nana, the bringer of chaos.
Yeah, boy.
King actually has our topic today. What are we going to talk about?
Topic. I just have
King?
some questions.
He's got some
answers.
questions. We've got answers.
All right.
He has
Why? Can I start?
Yes.
Can I start?
You go.
Go for it, man.
Go.
Why is it called a building when it's already built?
These bad jokes.
Yeah, what, daddy jokes.
Some daddy jokes is a question. Why is it called a building when it's already built?
That's just what it is.
Do you have a bunch of them?
I think
I
we're
have 5
stumped.
questions.
5. Okay.
Are they all this
yeah.
type?
Sort of.
Like-
But sort of.
Is there one about driving?
Nope.
Driving on a parkway and parking on a driveway?
Nope.
So not that one.
That's good. That's
Okay.
a good one.
That is. It's all in that same vein.
All right. So I guess we don't have an answer for that.
We do
No.
not
No,
have
Okay.
an answer for that. I
Next
mean,
one.
but Blockhead is our fact checker, so maybe he can fact check and figure out why
No.
that's called.
A building when it's already built.
What do you want to call it? A built?
I don't know.
Look at that
No,
big
I don't
built
know.
over there.
I mean, you could call it other things. Call it a structure, a house,
But nobody says a structure. I live in a structure. Nobody says that.
a house,
Well, in Europe they call it a flat,
a flat.
No, flat is different.
Flat's an apartment.
What?
Flat is an apartment.
but that can also be a building, right?
Yeah, we are in the building right now.
Right, but
But it's
can a
already built.
flat
It's
be
an office.
a building?
Okay.
We can't just call it an office.
Jesse just Googled it,
I did.
and the answer is even Google's confused.
Oh, I don't think Google knows. That's an unanswerable question.
Okay, built. It says first you have to know the definition of built. Built is present tense, build is past tense, and building past continuous tense. That means when the building was not built, at that time it was building. Now when it is built, we remember the past and give it respect of being built. So
Yeah.
a building is called a building when it's already built.
Boom! Look at that.
I feel like you can.
There it is.
I can see it now. So like, it is a result of building. It's like a building.
See that?
I see it.
Okay.
You happy with
I
that?
see
Are
it.
you happy with that answer, King? Because it's all about you.
As a
it
result
was
of
your question.
building.
It makes sense in my head. I can think about it in a way that makes sense.
So the last thing you meet is the building.
Yes. Why are you so confused?
All right, next question.
Because basically, building can be a verb or a noun.
A verb
It
or
can
a
be a
noun.
person, place, or thing, or it can be explaining something. So that's why.
So that's why we call it a building.
That's why
That
we
it.
call it a
There you
building.
go.
All right. Next question.
As a noun,
As a noun.
not as a verb.
Not as a
Okay.
verb.
Okay.
Next question.
Yes.
What is the color of a mirror?
The color of a mirror.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I'm gonna say metallic, but
Well, mirrors are just polished
Oh.
rock, or like they're just it's like a calcium. I don't know. Because
Now we're
it's-
getting technical. with it.
Well,
It's
yeah,
a polished
technical.
rock. It's like a polished rock, especially if you have like the circular mirrors that they use in like not for like cosmetics, but more
If
for
it's
like
polished.
like science stuff.
If it's polished and you can see it.
So
not
it's
the
just
color.
highly reflective, and I would say it's white.
okay.
I would say it has no color.
Can I answer this one too?
Yeah,
let's hear it. Absolutely.
We all shot our shots, I guess.
Yeah.
Same one goes in.
Okay, so popular answers to this question include silver, white, whatever color it's reflecting, and no color at all. But most mirrors are actually very faintly green. Yes, green.
Interesting.
Wow.
I guess that's the color of
I
the
never thought about it.
thing beneath it.
Yeah. See. Now we need to
Should
break
I
out
go
a mirror.
into it a little bit more?
Oh, absolutely. Let's
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
a little
Consider that
explanation.
many people are at least somewhat familiar with how humans perceive color. The electromagnetic spectrum comprises a range of wavelengths that are visible and invisible to the human eye. The visible portion of the spectrum spans wavelengths from around 400 nm to 700 nm, with colors like violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, mapping to that spectrum in order of increasing wavelength. When light comes in contact with an object, the object absorbs specific wavelengths from the visible spectrum. Any visible spectrum wavelengths not absorbed are reflected, and reflected wavelengths that find their way to your eyes are perceived as any number of colors. Objects that absorb all visible wavelengths are perceived as black. Those that reflect all visible wavelengths are perceived as white. Those are the basics.
Those are the basics. So
So-
did that answer your question, King?
That means a mirror, when it's reflecting things, it's reflecting.
Okay, next
colors
question.
different times.
All right.
If humans can see air, can fish see water?
Can we see air?
If humans can't see
Can't
air,
see air. We
can
can't see
fish
air.
see water?
The short answer is fish do not see water.
Oh my shit, that was pretty quick. That was faster than I was ready to answer.
Water has a slightly higher refractive index than air, so we can see it. That's the exact
So-
question. If humans don't see air, can fish see water?
So
These
the
are
answer
great.
is fish eyeballs suck.
Fish eyeballs.
I guess. Alright. If humans can see water, can fish see air?
Okay.
So we
I
just
like
flip
that
it around
one.
a little bit.
I like that one.
I'm gonna say no,
I'm gonna say no. And
because obviously they have punk ass eyes. Isn't that what
yeah, we have,
Blockhead
that's
just
what we
said?
determined. Their eyes suck.
Okay,
They're
hold on.
horrible.
All right, it's coming.
It's coming, and then I have another.
Efforting.
Fish can see air. Humans can see air. But we can see water. Why can't they see water?
I
When their eyes suck?
I mean, I think it's just because, like, while water is easier to see, it's still pretty clear. So, like, to fish who have sucky eyes.
But do they have sucky
I'm
eyes?
not sure I like how
Because
you're coming for
fish is-
fish right now.
Because if you jump in the sea,
Let
and
the fish do you.
a shark can see you.
No,
The
sharks have other senses.
Yeah,
Sharks have other senses.
They can sense a drop of water and like.
Yeah, there's
Or
no
drop of
answer
blood
to the
in
air
gallons
one.
of
Yeah,
water.
when I say a drop of water.
Yeah, that'd be impressive.
There's no answer to the air one, but as a side note, just because I think it's not funny, but fish can drown in water.
That's if you pull them backwards,
I'm
right?
done. I am
Huh?
Done. If you pull them, well, it depends on the fish.
Fish can drown in water. Suffocate may actually be a better term for what happens to fish, as it isn't technically drowning. Drowning is when lungs fill with water and are unable to get the oxygen they need.
So wait.
If
So
you-
when there's no oxygen in the water, if somehow there's a chemical or there's another being or another filter or another something that takes the air out of the water, then yes, they will suffocate.
That's how algae blooms.
Not
kill
technically
fish.
drown. Sorry, I saw that and thought it was.
I see.
Wow.
That's how algae
That-
blooms
that never
kill like ecosystems in ponds and stuff, because algae blooms like take out all the
All the
oxygen of the
oxygen.
system and then don't let it back in because they're absorbing all like the sunlight on the surface.
See, the kid should be listening to this one.
Boom. Also, if most fish can do a thing where they can pump water into their gills, so it doesn't matter if they're moving or not, but some fish have to keep moving to put water into their gills, and so if you pull them backwards, then they don't get to pump any water into their lungs or into their gills, so they can suffocate that way as well.
If you pull them back.
If you pull them backwards, because they can't pump in water. But most fish can pump in water.
Now my question is, how the hell do you know that?
I-
Have you been pulling fish backwards?
No,
Talk to us.
I
I mean,
heard
you got your
about
Freddy
it-
Krueger sweater
I heard
on
about
right
it.
now.
I like the sweater.
So-
I heard about it for like fighting. If you had to fight a shark, like it was. A
You want to pull the shark
I'm
backwards?
not trying. I'm just saying.
Come here, you. Come on, Mr. Shark.
Yeah.
Most sharks are not affected by that. So don't try
PSA:
it.
don't mess with sharks.
Yeah.
Don't even get close to the
Yeah.
shark.
So the sharks.
Swim away.
Sharks
Stay
don't
away
play
from
those
the shark.
games.
Kick it.
Stay away from
Don't
the
try to fight it.
So why were you thinking about fighting a shark? Now I want to deep dive
Listen,
into.
man,
Yeah, I
don't
want to
know,
punch the
it's
shark
just-
in the face.
It's just how the internet goes.
You know,
start
in South
searching.
Carolina, there are an unnatural amount of sharks gathering
Really?
that are pegged, that have tags.
Yeah.
Like right
Yes,
now?
and so there have been stories out about it. So if you've seen stuff about sharks lately, it could have been because of that. Because I saw that.
That's kind of
I'm not
scary.
really
What are they
afraid.
doing?
And it's like abnormally
Oh, they're here to
large
play.
amounts of sharks. So
Eat
Russian
Yes.
sharks. What they
Russian
sent over.
sharks. Oh my God! They're here to rig the
Son of a
election.
bitch.
They're back. They're back.
That's what the tags are for.
That's what the tax is for, you know.
Oh, I
So
love
I got the
it.
last
Okay.
question.
okay.
All right, last one. Here we go.
If you try to fail and you succeed, which one have you done?
If you try to fail and you succeed,
Well, you failed
you've
because you
succeeded in failing.
because you're trying to fail, which that automatically is a fail.
But you succeed.
You succeeded in
You
failing.
succeeding and failing?
So what have you done?
You've done both.
Have you
You've
failed or you
lost.
succeed?
You're failed.
What are we trying to fail in?
It's just a question. If you try to...
So if you try to
fail,
fail at work and you get fired, you won. But how's that?
So you succeeded in failing.
But like then you don't have a job.
Well, let's say
If you try to fail at baking a cake and it burns, then you kind of failed because the cake burned.
let's say
no,
you
if
made.
you try to, what you trying
I
to
know
say-
what you're saying.
if you
I
try to
know what
fail-
you're saying.
if try
And
to
you
fail to
actually
bake
fail, then you win.
And you don't fail baking it. Have you succeeded? Or you failed?
So if the cake comes out fine,
So you
Then you failed at your
you
fail.
failed at-
Well, you have succeeded.
Yo, this is alright. That's my last
I
question.
know that was.
Oh, that was good stuff, King
I know
Chaos.
that was good.
Courtesy of ESPN.
Come
Like
on.
ESPN.
On the ESPN app, ESPN Plus.
I found a notes page on my phone that I think relates to something that Jess brought up like 2 months ago.
Okay.
All it says is dogs versus kids. So I think you said you had opinions about that long ago. I don't know if you
Oh, as like family members.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
oh, are we gonna go here today?
Wait, what, you gonna pick a dog over a kid?
I mean,
Well, like, this is a very touchy subject for a lot of people. And I've had a dog,
mhm.
and I adored him, like, to no end.
Mm-hmm.
And he is with my kids and their other family. Because, yeah, we won't go there.
Understand.
And so, when he dies, I will probably be upset, and my kids will be devastated.
yeah.
That being said, I know people that have dogs whose kids are allergic, so their kids get allergy shots so they can have a dog, which I think is you're putting
Insane.
your child
That
through
is insane.
you're putting your child through hurt in
Yeah.
order for you to have a dog
Yeah.
Now you have a problem.
or a
I'm sorry.
cat. I people have done it with cats as well. Though we started with dogs.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is allergic to cats, and my mom does not give a heck.
So
So no shots for anyone.
no
Just
shots.
suffer.
No shots. Just suffering.
Wow.
I mean, that's extreme. If you're gonna give your kids a shot just to maintain a pet, that is a problem.
Also, as another side note, I adore animals. I'm also a super, super, super sensitive person in that when people are hurt, I feel the hurt. When animals are hurt, I feel the hurt. I don't like to see them dead but I also am of the belief that some animals, I don't know how you distinguish the some from the non-some, were put here for us to help us with nutrition and stuff like that. I know there's vegan and I know that there's vegetarian, and I'm not knocking anyone that doesn't want to eat the meat.
Peter's not gonna be happy with it.
But, no, they're not going to sponsor us today.
Well, we're good with that.
But, so if you kill a cow because you raised cows for food, yeah, it's sad, but I'm not that sad.
What about people who kill dogs for food?
People eat dogs in other places.
People eat dogs. People eat cats.
Culturally, it's fine.
That's true.
Not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
So how would you?
That-
and
I
you're not
mean-
insulted?
All animals are just vulnerable.
I don't. I
King, come on.
Just
I-
open
I-
season.
He says,
I eat everything.
my neighbor had a cat
From the
Just
breeding
ate
tree.
it.
I don't. But see, there. I mean, I don't necessarily. People are gonna hate me for this. See a problem with that necessarily?
I don't think I do
If that's
either.
your culture,
I don't think I do
because I
either.
don't want to say you can't.
Right.
That I mean, people
It's
eat
just a-
alligators and snakes. We eat squid and
You ever tasted
octopus.
kangaroo?
I mean,
Delicious.
I think
I
it's a
mean-
big thing
I had
in
kind of
culture.
taste.
will I eat elephant or giraffe or no? Probably not. I'm not going to. But if there are people there in that area who are starving, and that's what they have to do in order to survive. I feel like humankind has a little bit more of an importance
All animals
than
can get it.
Top of the food chain.
Nana should have been at
Yo.
Ghostbusters yesterday.
All animals
he
can get
would have ruled the debate.
Because listen, if I see a lion right now, he's gonna come for me. He doesn't care who I am. Exactly.
Right.
So why should I care for
change.
that?
Yeah.
I like some animals, right? But any animal can get it. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Anyone can get
if it means that people get to eat,
If dogs can
I'm
attack
sorry.
you, if dogs
Like-
can attack you, right?
I don't think the same thing would be sorry about it.
and,
Yeah, I think
as far
I
as
think
the testing on
it's a good
animals,
way.
I know that people say there's no humane way. You're right, there isn't. There's no humane way to do testing on animals. But if you take my child and you take a rat or you take a bunny, please not a dog, but I know that it happens because I worked at Johns Hopkins. I don't want my stuff tested on my son. I'd rather have it go through some other way so that we know it's safe
Good
before you
points.
give it to my son.
Good points.
I know people don't agree with that. I don't know what their alternative would be. Maybe they just give it to their kid. But
Send it.
Or not the anti-vaxxers.
or yes. But that's my opinion.
I think
And-
that's pretty. I think it's like a pretty good one because
Yeah,
you
I
know,
don't think
like
you're gonna get any arguments
no,
around it.
not from
I
here.
just see it as only the strong survive.
Nana's gonna. Nana, of the opinion.
Nana's gonna fuck around and kill us in a
Nana's
second.
gonna start eating us pretty soon here.
Only the strong survive.
But also,
I said all animals. Oh.
people and their pets become very attached. They are like family members. There are circumstances where people can't have children in their lives,
Right.
and they sort of substitute their animals. They dress them up, they paint their nails, they whatever. I'm not going to knock that because
is
I don't
okay.
judge people necessarily. If and I understand the bond that can be. They can come along with animals the same way a bond comes along with people.
Right.
I believe you can bond with a child the same way you bond with a puppy. I also think that puppies and babies are very similar, except you can't diaper puppies. They need a lot of attention. They need to be fed regularly. They need to go out to the bathroom regularly. Diapers need to be changed. They pee and poop all day. So, like,
Same.
I don't knock people who will say that their animals are their children, but if your dog bites my kid, I'm sorry. My kid comes first, your dog does not. It's an
Yeah.
animal. So, just my opinion.
Yeah. I think again, I don't think you're gonna get any arguments around
Hey.
it.
Yeah.
Any animal can get it.
Nana's hungry
'Cause some
today.
people
I
need
can tell.
to
I can
eat.
tell. Nana's hungry.
Like in Japan, they kill dolphins, and we see it as, oh man, that's so inhumane. Why are you gonna
Right.
kill a
No
dolphin?
dolphins
It's a
were
dolphin.
harmed.
Why you want to kill a dolphin? But that's a delicacy. They like it.
That's
What
food.
are you gonna
Food's
do?
food.
Yeah.
And you know the thing is, like, I think you can bring up an interesting perspective. Like, there's a religion, might be Hindu, where
You can't touch a cow.
we can't touch a cow. Exactly.
Right.
Cow is the peak of like
Right.
reincarnation. So
Right.
cow is sacred. And to us, we're like, what are you talking about? We eat cows for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Same
like,
thing.
why would you not touch a cow? And I think you can almost, and you know, if we told them, oh, I eat cow every single day, you know, you'd get a similar reaction from some people if you said, oh, I eat dog every single day. People would be like, oh my God, what are you
is wrong
doing?
with you?
But it's just
Yeah.
same thing, you know, it's an animal. And
Any-
people eat
any
animals.
animal
It's
can
just,
get
how,
it.
it's just how it goes.
I
People
don't-
eat them.
I don't like the
People
thought
eat
of people
them.
eating dogs. I really don't. But think of the
Why not?
whales that they've killed the whales, and I don't like that either.
I would
love-
say extinction.
But they use
is
the
one thing,
fat
definitely.
to burn for stuff. So they're using it not to be cruel necessarily, but as a fuel for
Survival.
lights. And so I mean,
Yes. Yes.
sorry, whales.
I would
Any
argue
animal
I would argue if we can not make animals extinct, we should probably
I
do
agree
that.
with that,
Like
100%.
if we're killing the whales, and there is plenty of ways to stay warm without using whale
Correct,
blubber.
correct.
So like nowadays, you don't need
Listen.
to use whale blubber,
But
so you
if-
can keep them at a good level.
That's-
But back in the day,
But that's not fair
Whale
to,
blubber
when it
was
comes to
like
like
the
chickens and turkeys. What are they gonna say?
don't say shit.
Let me tell you, if you find an animal that talks
Yeah.
back to you, we got a whole
Yeah.
bigger thing going
Exactly.
on.
You might not want to
You're
eat that
gonna
one.
start
Exactly.
I'm gonna think no. If
mean,
it can talk to you,
We
you
grow
probably
chickens in
should.
weeks and just eat them up.
Yeah, that's a whole other
Exactly.
topic, though.
Any animal can get it.
You know,
But we
there's
eat their
like-
eggs. We eat their meat.
Exactly.
We drink the cow's milk. I'm sorry.
I
I
mean,
Like,
and
yo,
for
what's-
chickens, you know, when chickens have eggs and they're like actually fertilized, every single 95% of the little baby chickens in the grinder because
Little baby chicken.
the small boy chickens they get grinded up because they're not useful. They're not laying eggs.
Exactly.
And they only need a couple
Let them
fertilized
grow
ones.
and then let us eat them.
It's not worth it for the
I-
farmer, you know? It's not worth it. So they get tossed in the grinder because that's how it is. And, you know, that's just like, that just shows, and people still eat chicken, right? I mean, we still,
I mean, it is delicious.
Again,
it's
we
my
don't want to
it's my
think
main
about
food
it,
item,
but
I'd
yes,
say.
we do.
I mean,
So, like,
if you don't kill chickens,
Pretty sure I just had
Popeyes is
some.
done. Alright? No more chicken sandwich.
Can
It's
this
gonna be a
can
problem.
this king come every week?
Chickens are done. Imagine what? Imagine if
I
all
got
chickens.
biscuits. I don't know.
It ain't the same.
It ain't the same.
I don't know those rolls they had. They're pretty good.
Most restaurants are gonna go out of business. No chicken, no beef, no fish. Oof.
Hello, people are gonna die. That's gonna be bigger than the restaurants going out of business.
That's a valid point.
Not really.
People are gonna be eating each other.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's really gross, but
vegans.
I mean, well, we already know that King is going to be eating people.
yeah,
He's
right.
gonna be the first one to adopt it.
Because animals get it.
Every animal did get
Get
it.
it. I mean, even dogs can come and bite a chunk of your meat out, right? You
What?
have like pit bulls run up to you and bite you up,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
And attack
yes.
you.
Unfortunately, that is
Why
happening.
can't I also bite a pit bull? I can also come up and
I
bite
mean,
a
go
pit
for it.
bull.
I mean, you definitely can.
Any animal can
He
get
said
it.
fight.
He wants to
He wants
bite.
to fight it
King
101.
wants to bite a pit bull now, boys and girls.
All right, what did he eat this morning for breakfast?
That's sad, but hey, we have to survive.
This
Yes.
is this
One
is
way or
true.
the other.
As another side note,
Yeah.
pit bulls most are very tame and very sweet, actually.
Yeah, until
But-
you never know, they just come at you.
Yeah, but-
Because some owners just
Nada was like, yes, but no.
See, that's the key right there. The owners.
Yes,
There are
it
a
is
lot of
very
pit bulls that
owner-dependent.
I know. The owners are wonderful. The pit bulls are sweet. I have this one particular one. His name is Romeo. He happens to live with my son's two best friends who are twins. And every time I come in the door, he is just leaning on me, and I just want to take him home so bad. But they can be so sweet, so
Yeah, sure.
sweet,
Depends on the
as
owner.
any dog.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
You know, I'll say this.
Go ahead.
here it comes. I feel it's coming. This is going to be the one.
Certain parts of the world, they keep dogs as guard dogs. Your job is to
Yes.
protect the family
Right.
from
Yes,
anything.
that happens here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Not
does.
as common.
It does.
Not as common.
It does.
It does.
But majority
It's
of
not
the
as
time,
common, but
dogs
yeah.
are kept like pets, you know, for comforts and whatnot.
Yeah.
They sleep
But
on the bed.
outside the Western world, these dogs are supposed to be guard dogs. You're supposed to be as aggressive as possible, and that's your job.
Them guys
Yeah.
chihuahuas.
If
I can see
guard
that.
families.
If that's your job, you see a thief, you need to bark. Don't go going.
Yeah.
No, your job is to bark.
So not domesticated at all.
Not
Just
domesticated, right.
just guard dogs
So,
and ready to
you know,
rock.
Yeah.
Ready
In
to
case
rock.
someone
I get
moves
that.
around. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, it's just complicated.
My dad's old work had guard dogs that loved like him and like two other people. There was a short list, and everyone else.
Everyone else can get
Everyone
it.
else would get it.
But the police, they don't keep their dogs.
Take a bag of
for-
treats,
Police
Yeah.
have dogs
a little bit
for,
at a
I don't
time.
know, to do whatever, man. Sometimes they're gonna attack people. They can sniff stuff out.
Yes.
You never know.
I think it's two separate.
Are they? I thought
I
it was
think
the
so.
same thing.
I think
What?
it's
Say that
separate.
Police dogs.
Police dogs.
Yeah.
I don't know if they.
I think some of them are.
It's highly specialized sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like,
But
years
see, there
of
are
training, which is insane.
code words they say to them to trigger them to attack. They don't all attack all the time. They have commands when they know that they're supposed to go get someone.
Yeah.
They don't automatically
But
just run after people.
When they go and get
They're
something,
very trained and very
they bite into the person to sort of maim them or something.
No.
They bite
Let's
the
get
legs
them
and the
down.
arms,
But
yeah.
I think they jump up, grab the arm, and get them down.
yeah. Their
Really?
own, yes, their
Yeah.
only purpose
They
is
just
to
don't
bring
go
them
around.
down.
No. They don't go mauling
They do-
people.
they do
They just
a
get
little
them down.
tugging. They do a little,
They just get them down. Yeah.
They'll get a bit of a chunk out, like
Maybe a little
what the
chunk.
hell?
Maybe a little chunk.
Yeah. But hey, every animal can get it. There's a wild world out here, man. Anybody can get it.
It is a
Oh, that
wild
is true.
world.
That is
So
true.
I see people have these big ass pythons as pets. I'm like, wait, what is going on?
Mhm.
Why do you have a big ass snake in your house?
They love it. It's their pet.
It's a flex.
Not I. It's
I
the
mean,
one
snakes
thing
is a
I'm absolutely
no-no for-
terrified of. I'm with you.
Snakes is a no.
No.
Nope.
I don't even want to touch them. I don't want to.
I don't want to
Snakes
see
are
them.
creepy.
I don't want to hear it. Don't talk about.
Snakes are
Yeah.
creepy.
No, I'm
I don't
not.
want to see them because you never know when. Because I think there's a line. Animals even know that I might be playing.
Oh,
with
they're
you.
waiting. He's waiting to eat
I'm waiting.
somebody.
Look at anacondas. If an anaconda sees me right now, it's
You
gonna
better
be
make
like,
sure you
"Alright,
feed the
you
anaconda
coming for me?
before you
Dinner!
come out of the cage.
So, you know,
But would you kill it and eat it?
no, I'll kill it and run away, but I'm not going to eat
You're
it.
not gonna eat it,
Unless there's nothing around. Then
and then you'll go.
See?
I see a
For it.
whole big chunk of meat. I
It's
was
a
like,
naked and
"Alright."
afraid situation.
All I need is
Great
just
show,
put
by
some
the
fire
way.
on, get some spices around.
A lot of bones.
Some spices.
Because you might need the spices.
Cajun.
Yeah,
We got
some
Cajun
spices
snake.
around.
We got a lot of bones in snakes, so it's
I thought
annoying.
they had no bones.
I think
No,
some
they have
do.
lots.
Some
Do
do.
they?
Reptiles.
They're what's called them bones though, right? Aren't they like
Are they
soft?
edible? I don't know. They could be.
don't
They
know.
could be edible,
I
but I know
just-
that
On the next episode of Nick,
Yeah, right.
we'll
We'll
take a
look
look.
that one
the
up.
whole thing is just a big old spinal
I
cord,
just
kind
hate
of,
snakes.
right?
Yeah.
So.
I hate
Yeah, I
snakes.
wasn't
Can't stand
sure.
snakes. Any kind of snake.
They definitely have
Can't
bones.
Okay. I believe you.
Well,
But
I mean,
they could be
again,
edible.
fact
Like,
check
you
it.
know.
Do
Are
snakes
snake bones?
do snakes have bones?
I know they have bones. I'm gonna say are snake bones edible? Let's see.
Oh, I love it.
People keep squirrels and everything, so those squirrels so cute.
People eat squirrels.
People eat
Yeah.
squirrels.
I have in-law family members that eat squirrels and rabbits.
Might be delicious. Who knows?
When I
I've had
drive
frog
around
legs before.
and I see all the deer just coming out of the bushes, just running around, I'm like, oh.
Deer is delicious.
So
Yes,
you're
it is
very-
venison.
I'm like, you're very
Yum.
lucky.
It's
aren't
the
you?
Sorry.
shit.
Sorry,
I'm like,
for
you're
them.
very lucky. Aren't you? You're just running around, having all the freedom. Nah, I know some people. They'll just,
Oh,
Take 'em out.
that same family hunt deer regularly,
Yeah.
including their
do they
daughters.
do hunting season in Maryland?
Yeah. We used to have a guy here that would hunt deer and then get it processed and sell it. And it was delicious.
It's so good.
Delicious.
Sorry.
Like maple sticks and jerky.
Beef
and
jerky
all sorts of
or
stuff.
deer jerky is like
Oh,
the
yeah.
best ever.
Oh, yeah.
So good. So good.
He just retired a couple years ago. So.
The hunting season will be fun, I guess. Just going around shooting deer. Oof.
Listen.
You need to put him out in a tree.
What
Let
is
him.
happening?
man was
Fa-
going-
she
I don't like
face all
saying
painted
hunting
I
trip.
know.
Listen, people take their guns.
Like Braveheart.
Yeah, huh? Get
People,
that, get
people
that,
take
take
it
that,
way
take
too
that.
serious. I'm like, do you really need that gun?
The deer can't take our freedom.
Some people have these kind of guns that say it's for hunting. Like, man, that gun ain't meant for hunting. Like, that gun can take like a whole building out.
Well, here's the other thing.
A build or a
People
building?
people don't want people to freak out about guns. I also have family members that have several guns.
I get freaked
They
out.
don't. So they all say they're for hunting.
I get
Every
freaked out.
gun. That way, people aren't intimidated. But really, they have them for not fun, but fun.
I get freaked out about guns. Guns freaks me
I don't
out.
know
You-
if they're edible or
Do
not.
they?
Even though I like shooting guns,
You
I get
can't
freaked out when
find out
I feel like
if
somebody doesn't know how to handle it.
Snake
Yeah.
bones are edible.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'd assume.
That makes
I'd assume
sense. I
no.
mean, they can kill people, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Like
I
shooting,
think anything is edible
people
if you're
get in
motivated.
their
enough.
houses. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
that's sad. Like,
Yeah, it
you
is.
sit in your living room and a stray bullet just comes out and hits you out
Oh,
of
here we
nowhere.
go.
Oh,
Alright.
man.
It's crazy.
All right, what we got?
All right,
Blockhead?
snakes and bones.
Turns out, depends on the size of the snake. Small snakes eat the bones. Big snakes don't eat the bones.
And there you
Gotcha.
have it.
So
Everybody's learning a lot today.
Yes. This
Also-
was a very educational podcast. This is what
And
we did
fun.
today.
A little
And
less.
fun. No stress.
Yes.
No stress.
And on that note, we are going to get out of here.
Wait, Roger Stone only got 40 months? God damn. Ain't that fun?
I'm sorry?
Roger Stone. They gave him 14 months in prison.
What do you do? Who's
No,
Roger Stone?
the guy who just, the whole Trump thing.
Oh.
Roger Stone?
Oh. Well, you couldn't wait till we ended the
I'm
podcast
sorry,
before
just
you
came
brought
up
up
when I
that
just saw
bullshit?
it. 40 months?
Just hold on a second.
He's got a drop.
For heaven's
He's
sakes.
got a
That's
bomb
just
drop as
Yeah.
we're leaving.
That's
Yeah.
a short period, but that's okay.
So we're out of here. Say good night, Jess.
Night, guys.
Say good night, Blockhead.
Good night.
Say good night, King
Any
Stone.
animal
whatever
can
the hell
get
you- Good night, everyone.
Good night.